Okay, so we're going to be starting with this reading test. It's the one that starts with Emma Woodhouse, and it's from Jane Austen's Emma, fictional piece. Anyway, we're starting with these, and what you're going to see here is these questions. Number 3 and 4 is the first ones. Those are the first ones that are going to be decided. And if you look here, I'm going to be reading kind of off my sheet and looking at the screen. So here's the way I went through this. Okay, I read all the questions in choice 3 and decided that B was the best through elimination. I went through. I didn't like A or C because they were too much. B was an option, and then D. And then I evaluated these two, and I said B was better than D. So then B is my best choice. Okay, and that's the way I eliminate answer choices. You'll notice that especially if it's an A or a B that I'm kind of keeping, then I'm keeping it until I can eliminate it. Okay. Then I'm going to look at evidence to prove number 3. When I looked through this, A was a maybe, B was no evidence for this, D was no evidence from that, C was a maybe, and then I went back through, and because B was my choice, self-satisfied, I decided that yes, C provided the better to prove that she was self-satisfied or arrogant. Okay. Then I did the same thing with number 7 and 8, read the answer choices in 7, decided the best choice was B. This one, I didn't see evidence in this in the other 3 choices, so this one is going to be the best one. When I went to try to prove it, A was a maybe, and then D was no, C was true but not what we wanted to prove, and then D was yes, and it was better than A, so it was B and D. I looked at the next passage, which was the about the global change in the way business is being done. Okay, so then I want to look at the way that they answered the first question, because this is something that you can do. All the answers have 2 parts. Both must be true or they're eliminated. The question describes traditional businesses and the writer does not like them, so I know that the answer choices have to be negative. They have to show a negative slant towards businesses. Okay, anything positive is likely going to be wrong. So on number 14, innovative, he didn't think that they're innovative. He didn't like that about them. Larger, yes. Fewer regulations, no. Less reliable, he didn't really talk about that. I doubt that that's the case. But then less connected, no. Of course, they have more connections. Okay, and then D, less efficient, yes. More costly, yes. So D is my best choice. Then on 15, prove that big is bad because of efficiency and money. These are the 2 things that I'm trying to prove: efficiency and money. And when I look at A, B, and C, they're not about efficiency or money. 70, both of them are talking about efficiency and money. Last 2, the paired passage, 16, 17. A, I kept it as a maybe because it was listing out counter arguments. I kept it as a maybe. I didn't love it, but I was like, yeah, probably. And then I started going through. Time wasting was a no. Analogy was yes, but it wasn't a good counter argument. Social structuring, no. So A was my best choice. Went back through my evidence. I decided that I'm trying to prove that he acknowledges the risk, and in the part where he says it, he says much has been written about how technology distances us from the benefits of face-to-face communication and quality social time. I think those are important concerns, but while the quality of our face-to-face interactions is changing, blah, blah, blah. So he does acknowledge that there's an opposite side, but he doesn't go into it. So, or he does provide then his argument to counter their argument. Anyway, so that's how we do those questions. I ran through them very quickly. If you need more, a deeper explanation, then let us know. The other thing is, as we go through this, every time we encounter these on practice sets, I'm going to go back through this type of question and go through it quickly, make sure that you're getting it. Okay? But if you need to email me directly to ask a question or to tell me how good I look sitting in my backyard today, it's shenry@mckinneyisd.net. shenry, Henry, at mckinneyisd.net. Anyway, thanks for taking a little bit of your summer.